story out of Kenya. They arrested some Belgian kids for stealing ants. Finally, something sneaking into Mexico. This parasite might take a look at Mexico and go, you know what, I could do better. Who gave money so that they could watch the ants? Freddie Rubino here, coming to you live at the America First Warehouse, the most patriotic venue in the land, with my podcast, That's What I'm Talking About. It is comedy wrapped in the news. Do you understand that?
I like that.
There's going to be racism.
See, there's
going to be misogyny. There's going to be, what do you call that when you make fun of gays?
What's that? Normal.
Normal? There's going
acceptable.
To be homophobic.
Watch this. You know what it's called? It's called inclusion. Because
yes.
if we, like, what you
no one will be left out.
Yes, you ever do a comedy roast? Like, don't you want to be made fun of?
No.
The gays do too. Look, hear it, your show.
Can I start my show?
We don't care if you're gay or normal. We don't care if you're Mexican or human. We don't care.
We don't care
if you're vaccinated or you can think for yourself. We don't care.
So if you think that this show is a little too much for you, you're probably right. You're right.
Or your vagina's showing. One or the other.
There's 8 more months of Colbert to eat that friggin' that tripe.
Great comedian and friend of mine, Scott Baker on my right and Gino Bisconti on my left.
That was really a letdown.
That was good, right?
I love it. I love that Scott's back. It's a good time.
Scott is the best.
He is?
The best.
The best?
The best.
The best.
Here we go. We always start with the disgraziata of the week, and that is someone who is the biggest disgrace of the week. Today, this week, it goes to the mayor of Washington, D.C.
Oh.
Muriel Bowser.
There was a time I thought she was kind of cute.
I thought she was from Sha-Na-Na, Bowser.
Sha-Na-Na, Wakanda. Either way, they're not real.
Sha-Na-Na for everyone. What does that say? How do they say Laquanda?
Wakanda.
Wakanda for what? Didn't they say
forever?
Sha-Na-Na forever. Here's the thing. She has been the mayor of the biggest hellhole maybe in the United States.
Yeah.
People being carjacked. Children being shot in the head on drive-bys. The list of victims is almost endless for the last, not 10 years, not 20, 50 years. It's been the biggest shithole that this country has produced.
And he's from Newark.
And I'm telling you that when Trump comes out, and says, I'm going to clean it up. Mm-hmm. She comes out and says, no, I don't want it. If you are a black person living in Washington, D.C., and you have a family that cannot go out and play, that cannot get up early or come home late from work because of the crime and the gangs, you should be outraged at this person. I don't understand how a mayor of a city, when they say they're going to clean it up, comes out and says, I will fight you making it a safer city. I don't understand it, but for that, she becomes the disgraziata of the week. Piece of shit human being.
I can explain why they do that, and we all know this. I'm not like dropping knowledge.
I know you're not dropping knowledge. Believe me.
I'm dropping acid. But we all know this, and we've talked about this on the show. It's the 80-20 rule. Donald Trump just sides with the 80% because he's not a career politician.
Right.
And the Dems are so broken, and their only platform is never Trump, not Trump, Trump, orange man bad, so whatever he is, they're on the opposite side. There are times they'll be in the common sense 80%, and they'll be like, oh, Trump's on our side, then no, we're on the other side. And I believe that's
and what a time to do that.
Yeah. And that's Bowser, is what I was saying, though. She's like, don't clean up. You want to clean up our town? I don't want to clean up our town.
There's also something else brewing within that whole Democratic Party, which is why they're being so out of touch with mainstream America. Their egos far outweigh any political intellect that they have. But the leaders themselves are selling out their own people and their own party, and they're selling out America because they know in these far left-ruled cities, if they continue to go with their left flank, it doesn't matter if they're doing anything good or bad. They just are going to cater to the left flank. And if the left flank is marching in the streets saying rah, 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 they're going to keep catering to them because all they care about is continuing to cash a paycheck, write a book, get on a talk show, whatever the case may be.
And not do their job.
Not do their job. And you know it's bad when there's 41 murders per 100,000 residents in D.C. compared to 10 for 100,000 residents in Bogota, Colombia. You know it's bad when people are saying, we got to get out of the city, we got to move someplace safe, like Bogota. You know it's bad.
Or the guy just came from Bogota because his family was in danger, and he goes to Washington and goes, let's go. We're going back to Bogota.
Pack it up. Let's get out of here.
You're walking out of your house in D.C. to go on vacation. You're grabbing your handgun. No, but honey, we're just going to Bogota.
Yeah,
leave it here.
Leave
it here for the House Center.
We left Pablo Escobar High School for a reason, and here we are. Well, you can't send your kid to school.
And you automatically go against anything that Trump says. I get it. But there's got to be a time where you say, we can't lie about this.
Nope, because you're broken and you don't.
But you can't lie about that.
It's not lying to them. It's just living because I'm asking,
living.
not telling. It's just living because they've been in their gate. They're the ones telling us that, especially Biden, white supremacy is the biggest problem. They live in gated communities. Biden probably is one generation from actually having a slave on his land.
Right.
And they're telling us who live in the Bronx, in East Harlem, all these places. I say it all the time. I live in East Harlem. I see more black people on my 5-minute walk to the subway. It's a 10-minute walk, but I run. Coloreds are dangerous. So I'm saying. But you understand,
What are you saying?
we joke around like that and include because we live amongst them.
I'm not joking around. I'm never going to visit you, ever. I'm never visiting
But do you understand,
him.
like this?
I think you're safe because I don't think he's inviting you.
No, he has invited
This
me.
circles all the way.
You must bring good gifts.
Yeah, bring chicken. What else are you going to bring?
It circles all the way back to what I'm saying, though. They talk like this because they don't live in reality.
No, they
live
don't.
in their
Live
own
in reality.
reality.
My wife and I have these friends. She went to high school with these two guys. They're gay married couple, and they adopted a daughter. Nice kid, good kid. But they bought a brownstone in Harlem.
Of course.
And they claim how woke they are. But where do you think they send their kid to school?
Oh.
It's not to the public school.
No.
It's to a $50,000 private school
Right.
that they could. And you think that kid they're dropping off the projects and saying, okay, we'll pick you up tonight? No. They don't do that.
Pick you up at the morgue.
Yeah, so they're taking their private driver. They're not taking the subway with the kid at night. I mean, this is their elitism. But,
Yeah. Right.
but it's okay for you guys to go up in the projects and have to go walk up at night with the broken elevator with no police around. And you got to tell that hardworking dad after two jobs or the single mom coming up on a late shift, you got to tell her, you go and you hop over the drug dealer or
It's
the,
still
or
a
the
black
homeless person.
community. Nobody's got two jobs.
Do you know who the
Did
biggest?
you stop it? You
know
see,
the-
you went too far.
You know who the biggest hypocrite of them all is when it comes to that? Bruce Springsteen, who goes across the ocean,
Who's black.
Yeah, and does the sit down on the thing.
I was on a roll there.
Sit down on the thing so I can
Yeah.
tell you how bad it is in America. He acts like he's like, oh, I live in free. He lives in, I forget what it's, Oyster Bay. Not Oyster Bay's here in New
he
York.
lives in Jersey.
He lives in Jersey.
He lives in something like, he lives in the same thing. He lives
Where
in
there's, like, not one
a
black person.
Republican,
Yeah.
white neighborhood,
That's right.
wealthy. He's like, oh yeah, we got it. And he reaps all the benefits, but he just craps on it all the time.
Not one of them has moved to a dangerous neighborhood.
No.
Say, with Washington, D.C., they want to lie to people and say, it's not dangerous. All you got to do, not one, and by the way, not one news agency will do it. Just go out undercover and walk the streets of Washington, D.C. at night.
Yeah.
They won't do it.
No.
They can't do it.
No.
They'll die.
And they have no clue. When I was a cop, and the first, I got hit with a dose of reality because I was lucky. I came on in the early 90s. And the guys that fought in the Vietnam War in the 60s and 70s. They
Those
were just
real men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so were the women. They were real men too. Not like today.
I love it.
I'm uncomfortable
I'm
with
stealing that joke. Give me that pen. I'm stealing that joke.
And these guys would school me because you come on at 24 years old, you really don't know the way of the world. And these guys would school you because they were so cool, calm, and they were smart.
Right.
And they would school you once. And there was a chain snatching down in the projects. And we go down there. And
We know that. Just say you were in the project.
There was a ring of lesbians, but
So I was in the projects.
there was a ring of lesbians, but that was a snatch chain.
You laugh at your own. If you laugh at your own, it doesn't count.
Look, it's not this funny, but I can't help it. Snatches. Anyway, chain snatching.
Anyway, one of the dads sitting down there afterwards, and he pointed out the guy who snatched a chain. I went over and said, thanks, man. Pointed him out. He goes, we don't want that crap down here.
Right.
And it hits you. It's like, the overwhelming majority of people are good.
Yeah.
But, it's the white liberal or it's the black activist that constantly takes advantage of the poor people in those communities.
Capitalizes on
Yeah,
it.
they capitalize on them and uses it for their own advantage. Like the mayor who just wants to stay in power, so she entertains her left flank. I hate Trump. I hate Trump. I hate Trump.
And the biggest hypocrisy of it all is she was there on a date, we'll call it January 6th, and she was another one that could have brought in the National Guard,
Right.
and they all said nope,
Right.
nope, nope. And then when all the crap hit the fan, what they do, like, oh, Trump badger, and that's what they're saying right now, like the most violent day in Washington D.C. They're like, crime is down. If you have the murder rate 4 times out of Bogota,
Right.
and last year, but the year before it was 5 times out of Bogota, yeah, we don't need the National Guard. The F you don't. Look,
It's racial. It's a racial thing.
Yeah.
They all look like they were the crap hit the fan. if I could say that. You can't say that, right?
You can say fan.
We can say that because this is a comedy podcast. That's what I'm talking about.
The snatch chain
we will
wasn't
be
so much.
back
The snatch
with
chain wasn't.
the top 5 stories that were not in the news on the headlines. But we'll get to it right after this.
This?
This thing right here.
Who broke the television?
Can we laugh at that? Sounds to me.
As of this week, public gay sex will now be mandatory.
Am I the only one that can see his lips move? Keep going, baby.
I'm sorry, maybe I overreacted.
Corporate transfer, fine professional, moving and storage, and inventory management.
Welcome, everybody, to the Not So Newlywed Show, where 3 couples are going to compete for really great prizes. Okay, Donna, we asked Mike, who complained first on your honeymoon, you or him?
What do I think?
Yeah, what do you
said?
think?
I think he said.
Lisa, this ain't the SATs. Just tell us what. Donna, who complained first on the honeymoon?
I'm sure it was me, but I have no idea.
Donna is right.
No, it's always me.
What celebrity would you pick for a one-day pass?
For me?
Yeah, for you, not for him.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon! Wow! Who do you hate the most on her side? That rotten no.
There are so many choices.
Thank you all, and thank you for coming out.
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
Stupid. Oh, we're back.
And we are back with That's What I'm Talking About, live from America First Warehouse. We have a top story that was in a lot of news. AP, I think that was it. It comes from Disney World. Anytime something happens in Disney World, it goes all over the place. Disney World beatdown victim.
Somebody got beat up in Disney World?
Beat down. And by the way, I'll get to that. It's bullshit.
Was
Didn't happen.
was it a child? You know how those people are over there.
It was revealed.
Oh, that's beat off.
The Disney World beatdown victim, the victim of it, revealed that the attacker was her son. The woman got punched in the face in Disney. Guys had to jump in and restrain the 22-year-old man. Later, it came out it was her son.
Why'd he hit his mother at Disney World?
Well, who doesn't want to punch your mother in the face
Oh,
at
my
Disney
God.
World?
It's the heat.
It's probably one of those mothers like we all have relatives. There's one, my cousin Frank.
If you've been to Disney
Right, they're like-
and you didn't want to punch someone in the face,
I think as he was landing the punch, he said, "I'm not 5 anymore."
You stand online for an hour for ice cream, you're going to want to punch someone.
you know what? You know where it happened? If you've been to Disney,
I'm going to say Germany, Epcot, in front of the Auschwitz exhibit.
No, that's not where it was. I can see that. But it was at Casey's, the main hot dog venue place. Casey's.
Say the main hot dog venue place, and I'll try not to laugh.
Casey's, the main hot dog
It reminds me of The
place.
Simpsons when he's got to buy Hank Scorpio's got to buy a hammock. You know where I can get a hammock? There's Hammock Hut, there's Hammock-arama. Oh, you want to go to the hammock district?
If you've been there,
It's
there's
stupid.
always a 40-minute line.
Well,
to
that would
get a
piss me
hot
off to
dog.
wait for a hot dog. Nathan's, I'm 8 minutes tops.
Right.
Right.
Nathan's at Coney Island, 'cause they got like 20 vendors over there.
Yes.
20, boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
Yeah.
So, 40 minutes, where's my hot dog? Where's the fries?
Right.
Mom's saying you're not going to have it. Hey, guess what, Ma? You better think twice before turning this kid down.
There's no
Well, you know
way.
what you could also do, though, in all honesty? If you're waiting 40 minutes for a hot dog, I bet it was all staged. Ma, I'm going to punch you in the face. Everyone's going to get offline, help
like
you.
the roach.
I'm going to go ahead and get hot dogs because everyone's going to be helping you. I'll get hot dogs. We'll get the hell out of here. We'll make
It's a
story
punch and
of it.
grab.
Oh.
It's a punch and grab.
It's a classic punch and grab.
Classic punch and
You want
grab.
to go
All
for
the
hot
time.
dogs later?
Classic dog and slog.
It's the same old story.
Yeah.
Punch your mom, get free hot dogs.
Now-
Anyone that's taking their kid to Disneyland at 22 is dysfunctional or from Alabama.
Disney.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I love
That's
Disney.
insane.
I love going with my family when the kids were small.
Sure.
Now we go when they're older. I knew there was more to this story, so I delved in.
Well, you read the second paragraph?
I just read the second paragraph.
Okay, go on.
You're right.
That's where they bury the truth.
You know what delve means. The mother said, now the kid's 22,
You mentioned that.
that he suffers from severe schizophrenia, severe hallucinations.
You take a guy with hallucinations
Hey, let's
to a
go to
place running
Disney.
with giant cartoon animals.
Yeah, and keep them in 105-degree heat.
Without a hot dog.
Yeah, and wait
Without a
online,
hot dog.
and wait online for 6 hours to get fed. Yeah, no, that's a perfect recipe for fun.
Keep your hallucinogenic, schizophrenic
Maybe-
kid away from the children.
Maybe it was like a beautiful mind. Remember, like how he was like, they're not real, but he had to convince himself. It's
And
like
then he punched her in the mouth.
he was probably like, which one is a giant mouse and which one are you imagining?
So if
And
you're the
after a
mom,
while-
Yeah.
and you know your kid has these issues,
Right.
Why are you reporting that you were attacked? You just come out and say, no, it's a family matter, I'm sorry, and it goes away. What do you want to go fund me and get all this money so you can get more hot dogs?
Do
I mean,
you?
this is what it is.
Is there a GoFundMe? Did you
No.
read the third paragraph?
No, the third paragraph was out of the question. But this isn't just about Disney.
Who am I, Hemingway?
What am I?
What am I, Cronkite?
It's not a library.
What is this, the Gutfeld show? I got 20 writers.
I got time to read 3 paragraphs? Come on,
Suppose
I'm
you want
busy.
me to read past the fold in the newspaper.
Sometimes
the what?
I don't even have
Nothing.
a story. I make this shit up. What are you talking about, paragraph? This isn't about Disney. This is about you having a severely schizophrenic emotionally disturbed kid, you keep them away from children.
And processed meats.
And processed meats. Unless he's a gay schizophrenic. Then the hot dog
That takes me back to the left flank story in the brownstone.
They were gay.
Listen, this story gets even worse because they interviewed the guy who came in. He goes, and I held them down. And then they said his mother and sister had bloody noses.
So he popped both of them?
Maybe it's a schizophrenic thing.
Also,
hey, I like you. I hate you. I hate you. I like you.
why'd you hit me? I didn't do it.
He did it.
Schizophrenia is actually not multiple personalities. We know before you correct us.
What is schizophrenia?
It's when you punch your mother because you can't wait 40 minutes for a hot dog.
Yeah,
that's what
that's a classic definition.
And by the way, the kid should be taken from her because who takes a 22-year-old
He's 22.
He's 22. Who's coming to take him
schizophrenic to the swamps of Florida in August?
Well, yeah, but you're not going to take a
nuts?
22-year-old to go, you can't have him anymore. He's 22. What are you going to do with him?
You're right.
I tell you what, I come home from work and I find out my 22-year-old severely hallucinogenic schizophrenic punched my wife in the face. He's going to an alligator-infested pond of Florida.
I thought he was going to get ice cream.
No.
Go on.
You never know. I mean, the mother could be that annoying where the father's like, good for you, son.
Yeah.
I mean, you get away with it because you're schizophrenic. I've been wanting to do this for 30 years. But you're a hero.
Yeah.
Could be.
And by the way, schizophrenia, another, like, the problem with this country is
schizophrenia.
It's big pharma, okay? And I've always said this. Some people don't realize the word parent is also a verb. And then they give us kids that remind us that bananas is also an adjective. It's that simple. Because people, rather than raise their kids, because rather than raise their kids growing up, rather than give them attention, affection, all this stuff, they give them pills.
Right.
They give them pills, and then
well, they should have gave this kid some pills.
Well, do you understand? Like they came up with a Adderall before they came up with a thing called ADD because they had to get rid of the pills.
Right.
And they're like, well, look, your kid has whatever you need him to have. And the mother they'll say the kid has something. Mother will be like, okay, what can I give him to make my life easier? So I can have wine,
pills, video games, all these things that they're just not parenting. Sitting down talking to your kid.
Some people need Adderall.
I'm not against
Some
it.
people need Adderall. Lots of it. Lots of Adderall. Watch. Yeah. So I think.
And some people need wine.
There's a time and place for things. And I just feel like if the kid. Now, listen, people save their whole lives to go to Disney. Some people, like it's the Make-A-Wish. Imagine Make-A-Wish. I want to go watch someone get punched in the face in Disney World. Can't you keep your emotionally disturbed adults do not belong anywhere?
Oh, God.
Got to bring back mental.
Well, I don't mean anywhere. I mean, they're not supposed to go anywhere they want. Okay? There's specific places. The subway.
Yeah.
Our shows.
Petting zoo.
Petting zoo.
Mm-hmm.
So there should be restrictions.
You should know your audience. A lot of paranoid schizophrenic or adults with this issue do not do well in crowds.
Right.
So unless you know they can handle a crowd, especially a Disney crowd where you're waiting online and it's crowded and it's hot.
If you
should
can't
know
handle
your
a
audience.
crowd, go to Gino's show.
Yeah, there you go.
It's empty.
Plenty of leg room. It's like a Delta flight on 912.
You can walk around. You can get a feel for the place.
Oh, you guys, man.
By the way, plenty of leg room available for my show. I'm doing a Sad Man Cafe finally. Thanks for helping me hook that up.
Hey, that's the best 40 minutes you'll ever do. I say, first of all, you are a schizophrenic. You have emotional problems. What would have happened if he would have just went off and started throwing kids around? You know?
People would have gotten free rides.
You get a fast pass?
They would have lined up like it was a free ride. Hey, the line here's really short. What is it? Some 22-year-old fucking screams about hot dogs while he throws you at his mother.
What was the scariest
What's
ride?
it called?
Tower of Terror? No. This schizophrenic threw me about 100 feet.
I'm going on the child toss. Come on, let's go.
The really Mad Hatter. No?
Who's to blame now? Now, if this would have went sideways, if this
It did.
If.
No,
He
punch
broke
in the
both
face.
their noses.
Who hasn't punched their mother in the face? Come on. if this went sideways and this kid beat up little kids, a baby, if he picked up a baby and beat another baby, then you would be saying to mother, why did you bring this kid? The mother would have went to jail.
It depends, because some kids deserve it. I got to be honest.
Yeah.
We do shows, and I tell this to my audience when I'm doing a family show.
Right.
Not all kids are cute.
Right.
I mean, they just, you know what I mean?
Look, I was such a cute child. I don't know what happened.
Adderall.
I was a roly-poly little just butterball.
You were hallucinogenic.
I was hallucinogenic.
Yes.
I
You
had
looked in the mirror
I had
and thought
plenty
that
of
was
attention.
good.
I grew up with a Norman Ryan. Anyway, where were we? Very cute.
Not all kids are cute.
Yeah.
It's the truth. Not all kids are cute. And, you know, we do our shows a lot of times, so it's a family show. You'll see the kids will be down, the parents will be off drinking wine. And the kids are running around. We got to say something because we're a comedy team. You know,
Right.
So we can calm them down, whatever. But the parents don't care.
No.
You know, and obviously this parent let his 22-year-old run amok.
Yeah.
It didn't stop him, you know. And
Amok.
ended up coming back to punch her in the face.
Now, I get he was paranoid schizophrenic. Why did you have to throw the hallucinogenic in there? She's just spiking the ball.
Yeah.
Like he's probably going home and going, you had to bring, what did that have to do with it? I wasn't hallucinating. I was frustrated.
Yeah.
My mom's not good, and I punch her in the face and let her know.
Right.
Where was the dad during all this?
The dad was probably with his
Parking the
other
car.
girlfriend. You have an hallucinogenic kid, you go get a girlfriend.
He was either at the German or Mexican Epcot having beer or margaritas.
Or what?
Or
He knows his kid's gonna act like that. He's doing one of these things. I got to take this real quick. I'm sorry.
I got to take this. Go hallucinate.
Yeah, please.
Why? Listen, if the kid hallucinates, why take him to Disney?
Hey, please.
Well, yeah. Why not just take him home and have a hallucination? You're at Disney.
Put him in a dark room.
He won't know any better.
Mom, can we go to Disney? You're at Disney.
You're at Disney.
Oh, you're hallucinating. You're hallucinating a trailer park.
Put him in a dark room. He'll have a ball.
He won't know any better. He won't know if he's eating ice cream or a cracker.
What do
let
you
him
think
do
he's
it.
doing when a giant goofy dog is walking up to him? He's like, "Mom!"
We'll be right back with That's What I'm Talking About.
You guys are
Corrupt
so-
judges, broken families, families torn apart. This is injustice. If you've been wronged by the system, join us. Don't stand alone. Hi, I'm Gary Jacobs, president of Americans for Legal Reform. We're the oldest legal reform group in the United States. The justice system in the United States should be transparent, fair, and open to everybody and accessible. Unfortunately, many times that's not the case. At Americans for Legal Reform, we are here to help. Join the movement. Visit AmericansForLegalReform.com and help reform the system before it fails you.
Hi, my name is Elena Ruseva, aka Megalangela. Please check my art at www.megalangela.vip.
The America First Ultra MAGA Store. For all your MAGA needs. We sell t-shirts, tumblers, flags, hats, sneakers, bumper stickers, and a whole lot more. The most patriotic America First retail store. The America First Ultra MAGA Store.
The Queens Village Republican Club is America's oldest Republican club, founded in 1875. Situated in President Trump's hometown in Queens, New York, we are America First MAGA Republicans, empowering fellow Republicans to get involved in the game of politics at the grassroots level. We host inspiring monthly club meetings on the first Thursday of each month at 8 p.m. For more information, please go to our website at www.qvgop.org.
It's Tuesday here at the America First Warehouse. I am Joe the Box.
And I'm John the Blanket.
Freddie Rubino here from the America First Warehouse, coming to you live, the most patriotic venue in the land.
Welcome to Right for America.
I'm James Justice. We got Stephen Ruth over here. What are we doing, Steve?
Fighting
Welcome to Tune In Tuesday of the Patriots Podcast, live streaming every Tuesday night at 7:30.
Another edition of On the Right Side here, and you can catch us weekly, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
And welcome to Liberty's Cage, where we rip the veil off America's broken justice system. Prisons that crush spirits, courts that bend to power, and a society that shuns people who have paid their price.
Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kevin Downey Jr. Podcast. Be free, stay free.
We are back with That's What I'm Talking About, live at the America First Warehouse, the most patriotic venue in all the land. This Saturday, we have a live concert here, Saturday, August 16th. It is called Almost Journey, and it's a Journey tribute band, so there's plenty of tickets. Go to theamericafirstwarehouse.com. Get your tickets this Saturday. It's a great night out. Air-conditioned, drinks, and Journey. In case you're tuning in late, we went over that a severely schizophrenic man punched his mother in the face at Disney, and we just decided that it was just, you don't bring a schizophrenic, mentally disturbed man to Disney. That's what Six Flags is for.
There you go.
Or the Great Wolf Lodge or something.
Never heard of it.
Some kind of ghetto place.
It's a water place upstate.
Please.
Yeah, Keith, that's what. And it's too much. The tickets are too much at Disney. Obviously not.
I had friends who went to Disney once, and they pretended their buddy. They're going to. This sticks to your soul. Their buddy just pretended they got a fake cast, put him in a wheelchair, and they went to the front of every line.
See, you don't like that? I think that's ingenious.
Yes.
I think it's pure evil.
Really?
I mean, trust me, I'm not a big amusement park. My life's an amusement park. I don't need. You know,
I've seen your act. It's an unamusement.
It's an I'm not amused act.
We have another story breaking. 12-year-old girl struck by a sex toy, which was a rubber dildo.
For real?
Are we at Disney again?
No. No, that was the kid. At an WNBA game, it's not the first time dildos have been thrown onto the court. This time, it struck a 12-year-old girl, and now they're looking for the suspect. I saw it. They showed it. It's like a bright yellow dildo.
You know, you can get. It's been going on for
Yes.
like a week. You can gamble on it now.
Right.
You can get like I
See?
saw.
For
You can
real?
gamble on the color of the dildo, what it will hit first, like a
12-year-old rabbi.
Yeah, no, that was a big payout. It's like who will touch it first, meaning like a fan,
one
a
was
player.
green.
What's
This
that?
one that hit the girl was yellow. And I say, if it was black, it could have killed her.
You know what?
That's
They
great.
got to find.
That's great.
That's great. They got to find this person, lock them up, and give them a stiff sentence. Because this is completely against the penal code. I'm telling you right now.
Oh God!
You see no one takes it serious.
Seriously, it's an adverb.
But who's? I mean, I know when I go into a game, they check in my wife's purse. They check
Right.
in. You know,
The
you gotta-
dildos.
But, I mean, what if
She's like, if you're with this guy, you need something.
Yeah, but do you understand the WNBA? The WNBA. I always carry a spare in my
Yeah.
pocket.
What are you doing with this guy? Don't worry, I have a dildo
I know it's here
in my
somewhere. Here,
bag.
hold this. I know it's here somewhere.
This is the best thing that ever happened. I mean, to the WNBA.
Yeah.
You understand? First of all, these women have no use for that thing. Do you understand?
No.
This is, and many of them probably have their own just strapped on.
I know.
But do you understand?
I know
This
Grenier
is the
does.
best thing. Ever since Caitlin Clark came to the WNBA, like people have been watching it more. People have been suddenly gambling lines are like they're on sites now right towards the top because that's the main thing to gamble on. If you're not gambling on,
she's the
if
only
you like
reason they're making
basketball
money.
better than baseball.
She's the only reason they're making money, and because of the legalization of
They're not
gambling.
making money.
Well, no, but they're making more. Not the teams, but
Not
the
the women,
players are at
'cause they
least
don't
getting.
deserve
Yes,
to get
I knew
paid.
you knew. I just wanted you to clarify because everyone knows the WNBA
No.
and the
Well, it's
I don't know why I'm saying the WNBA has never made a
No,
profit.
it's subsidized
Yes.
by the NBA, which is a
Right.
smart move for them to try to get future viewership. Because this way, guys who are watching the games and they're gambling on it, their wives aren't going to be busting their onions. They can sit there and
Oh,
watch
it's a
and go,
women's
oh, yeah, I'm
basketball."
watching it too.
I would argue. I would argue this right now. And
Go ahead and argue.
I don't even think it's an
That's why
argument.
we're here.
Just don't bring me to Disneyland. I'll punch you in the
You'd
nose.
have to be a 22-year-old schizophrenic at an amusement park to not realize
I never listen to Gino until dildos come up, and then I know that he is the authority.
Yes, thank you.
Go ahead.
I've been around dildos in my day.
Like an E.F. Hutton
They're
commercial
around
now.
one right now. But do you understand? Like, I would argue the WNBA is more interesting than the NBA right now.
Yeah,
I would
because
argue that.
of- yes.
I'm
Go
sick
ahead
of the
and argue.
prima donnas. I'm sick of whatchamacallit. I just called LeBron James whatchamacallit because that's how far back he is in my mind. Since he pushed the backs and he went pro-China and all this stuff.
I'm not a LeBron fan. I don't like his character at all.
Who do you watch in the? I watch the finals just because it's on. I can gamble on it, but no one.
Well, you're a degenerate gambler.
That's true. I
He's
bet I'm
bet
not.
on dildos being thrown onto the court.
I didn't know the color. Who's touching it first?
Trying to think.
I
who
got a
told
guy.
You, trying to think who told you to take the under in the Vikings preseason game.
You're the guy who watches the cartoon on like Flintstones and are having the fake boxing matches and bets on one guy. That's who you are.
Anyone could have lost that bet.
You know who he
Anyone
is?
could have lost that bet.
If me and you were at a club, because he doesn't get booked a lot.
A what?
If me and you were at a club.
A what?
And we're talking about the dildos things, and I would say, people actually bet on that. And you go, what? Who would do that? And I would say, I know a guy. You would think I'm bullshitting.
Yeah, I would. I thought you were kidding around with the pictures and stuff.
A guy sent me an email, but you can bet on the color of the dildo, bet on the quarter it's being thrown in,
How
bet
about
on
the girth? Is there a girth measurement?
Well, you would be curious about that.
You know, a related story to that is of where the girls are making money. So when the AFL and the NFL with Joe Namath, right? He got crushed by a guy.
Remember your prom? Go.
He got crushed by a guy.
By
on
a
the Denver,
dildo.
By a dildo. Someone threw
Giant
it
dildo.
by a guy on the Denver Broncos, and he was out of the game. The guy from the Denver Broncos sat outside the Jets locker room, and they said, "You can't go in there." He goes, "I just want to find out. I didn't mean to hurt him. I want to find out if he's okay. Like, what do you care so much about Joe Namath?" Because if it wasn't for Joe Namath, we wouldn't be making the money we're making.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing about Caitlin Clark.
Yep. Right.
You wouldn't have the endorsements. You wouldn't have the recognition. I mean, that Statue of Liberty moron, what's her name? Grenier, the one who went to
Brittany Griner,
Yeah.
who knelt
Grindr.
during the lockdown in the bubble for the anthem. One time they walked out. One time the WNBA players walked out during the anthem. The only time the WNBA player should be kneeling is in front of an NBA player to thank him for making them money.
Or the dildo makers. You know they're saying
Well, if it was a black one, it would have been an assault charge.
They think
because black dildos
I
are based
did that
on
joke
black.
already.
Oh, okay. I could see. That's why you have Six Flags. Are we done that one too?
The girl got hit with a yellow one, but she didn't even know she got hit with it.
The yellow one came in as a warning.
Let me tell you, this whole thing, they say that it could be a big internet company hiring people to throw the dildos.
Stop it.
So when they get caught, just like the good genes thing.
Could be.
That's what they're thinking. So now they're looking for the guy. They show.
How do you know it's a guy though? Is it
because they
definitely-
showed a picture.
Oh, it is a guy.
Of
Okay.
who did it.
Oh, really?
He's a white guy. Of course, you know white people. They're the worst pieces of shit. Anyway.
Dildo throwing is a key to white supremacy. You'll see.
It's dildoism.
How many KKK rallies are they throwing dildos? It happens all the time.
I think everybody at a KK rally is a dildo.
That's
But
true.
Anyway.
That's why they wear hoods.
Agree to disagree. Was my mic on?
Well, when I said her dildo, I thought Chuck Schumer was involved in some way. They threw Chuck Schumer on the court?
Did someone see? Someone nailed it. They put a picture of Stern on the sideline of a WNBA game, and they're like another dildo on the court. It was brilliant.
Now, they have the picture of the guy. There's a white guy. He's wearing a Beavis and Butthead
Come on.
shirt.
Perfect.
That's perfect.
It's on. He's on the street, and he's walking around. And I'm saying to him, and they're saying, if you see this guy, he's wearing a Beavis and Butthead shirt. Do you think he took it off by now? What's happening with the police detectives?
Well, they don't want him to be caught.
It looks just like him, but he doesn't have a Beavis and Butthead shirt, so we're gonna have to let him go.
He's wearing King of the Hill T-shirt now. This can't be the guy.
That's not him. Not
Perfect
him.
crime.
First of all, he came there. He sat in the arena. The arena has cameras. I'm sure to buy the ticket, you needed some kind of ID or a credit card. How could they not know? I drive through Staten Island.
Quit bragging.
At 28 miles an hour, I get a picture of myself
I got
in the
2 of those.
car,
I've gotten 2 of those.
$55, my plate where I live.
Yep.
But dildos, they get away.
And it's got to take you 25 minutes to get out of an arena, even a
Right, not the
WNBA arena.
WNBA.
No, but it's just at
WNBA.
least it's far from the door.
What's that?
It's far from the door. You figure the 3 people that are in the arena watching the game would point at the guy. You know what I mean? Like, hey, he's the dildo thrower. Hey, he's the dildo. I mean, you just got to, and they just let him go?
They should, because we're talking about the WNBA even more now. In fact, there was a news story that
turn it on just to see if it happens again.
Yes, you said it. There's a news story that said they're not allowing people to bring to catch this culprit, or it's probably more than one person because everyone's getting into the act, but you're not allowed to bring bags and stuff. Like they're trying to make it impossible. I wonder how he snuck it in. Ooh, anyone walking with a
you
big,
know how.
anyone with a curious smile needs to be flagged. I said flagged.
How about when somebody's like is abducted and they find him, they got like rope and duct tape, and then they go, oh, we found he bought this duct tape at Home Depot.
Yes.
They bought. You
can
can't
even see
trace a dildo. A dildo's untraceable.
Mine are.
I can trace yours right back to the source.
Oh, my,
I just wouldn't want to be the cop. I wouldn't want to be the cop putting that in an evidence bag. You know,
Is that a threat at the precinct?
Dusted it for prints. I wouldn't want to do that, man.
Is that a threat? Hey, Riley, I'll have you on dildo duty if you don't If you don't write 10 more tickets, you're on dildo duty. Dildo duty.
Now, here's the thing. Like, this is bad. That like a 12-year-old girl, like everything else is harmless.
She's traumatized.
Well, she doesn't know what a dildo is.
How do you know?
The embarrassing part was the mother looked at where she's mother.
The mother goes, "Is that mine?"
Yeah, her mother started checking her own purse.
Exactly.
What kind of parent brings their kid to a WNBA game?
The same one who brings it to 22-year-olds.
Yeah, exactly. The cheap kind.
The cheap kind.
I'd rather. I'll tell you this again. I'd rather take my daughter to a WNBA game. You know, when she's young, be like, "Hey, girl power." I wouldn't take her to an NBA game.
No, I'd rather take her to a
spoiled
WNBA.
idiot. Yeah. And every time these guys in the NBA now, and a lot, at least the WNBA, it's going to get worse. But most of them know how lucky they are to be there. You know what I mean?
But I'm still bringing my 12-year-old daughter to a WNBA game because I want to show her, look, you can do things. You can do.
No, I don't. The opposite. I'm the opposite. If I see she doesn't want to go to school, she wants to go into basketball, I bring her to a WNBA game. You see these 15 people? They're not going to pay your salary. Scared straight.
Yeah.
Well, some of these girls, they could know. I mean, literally, they couldn't do anything else.
Right.
You know, but also,
They
you
could
could
throw
also
a dildo.
you could also keep your girl at home if she's hallucinogenic and schizophrenic. Just tell her she's at a WNBA game.
There you go.
You're not hallucinating. We'll be right back.
The America First Ultra MAGA Store. For all your MAGA needs. We sell t-shirts, tumblers, flags, hats, sneakers, bumper stickers, and a whole lot more. The most patriotic America First retail store. The America First Ultra MAGA Store.
Are you a musician, comedian, actor, filmmaker, or artist who stands for traditional American values? Do you believe in the preservation of our nation, our culture, and our freedoms? If you share our passion for America and want to use your talents to make a difference, we want to hear from you. Our mission is clear. Through the arts, we uphold the principles of freedom, faith, family, and the American spirit. It's time to step up to the mic and make your voices heard. So contact us at AmericanConservativeArtists.com.
Good morning. It's me, Joe the Box, wearing my Border 911 hat signed by Tom Holman, Rodney Scott, and Sarah Carter. The country has had enough. The American Horror Story is over. Border 911. Tom Holman is coming through. My brother's son, my friends' children. We're done with it. 100,000 lost lives every single year. God bless you, Tom.
The Queens Village Republican Club is America's oldest Republican club, founded in 1875. Situated in President Trump's hometown in Queens, New York, we are America First MAGA Republicans, empowering fellow Republicans to get involved in the game of politics at the grassroots level. We host inspiring monthly club meetings on the first Thursday of each month at 8 p.m. For more information, please go to our website at www.qvgop.org.
America First Warehouse was really the most patriotic venue that you can ever imagine. We wanted to build something for people to be able to come to and feel so comfortable and so relaxed, because there is nothing out there like it. We give an opportunity for people to really feel good about themselves and about this great country.
On the court. Like I thought.
We are live at the America First Warehouse, the most patriotic venue in the land. Last 15 minutes of That's What I'm Talking About. It's comedy, it's current events, it's offensive, it's horrific.
There should be
Hide your children.
There should be a crowd of people here throwing dildos. Why don't we have people come out for this?
Because it's not your show. That's why I
Just
know
asking.
that's in your contract.
You wrote that on a cocktail napkin.
You know, I wonder if they could have dildo giveaway night and then make an announcement. Please refrain from throwing the gifts on the court.
Like pretzel night on The Simpsons. Here come the dildos.
So we have another story out of Denmark. The Denmark Zoo. First of all, the headline says, woman explains why she donated her daughter's pony to the zoo to be eaten by the lions.
Stop it.
Now, Denmark Zoo has been asking for donation for people's animals to feed the lions because they are predators and they need whole prey. They need fur, bones, organs. Not fake organs like dildos.
Right.
You don't throw dildos into
Right.
the lion cage. But, of course, the animal has to be dead. It was euthanized. So a woman took her daughter's pony, stuck a feather in its hat, and called it macaroni.
Yeah, that's true. It was a pony.
It was a pony.
I think they just said pony because it rhymed.
I don't know. Maybe they're gay. I don't know what that has to
I
do
don't know.
with
Like,
it.
how,
But
straight
if
people
it
don't have
has to be
ponies?
offensive, I have to say
But
that.
if you're like a lion, you're like.
If you're a lion.
It doesn't do a lot for your self-esteem preying on a pony. You know what I mean? You feel like
The other lions are like, look at this asshole.
Look at this,
Oh, man.
half a leopard.
Maybe you're that lion who didn't have a lot of friends in the jungle.
Yeah.
Maybe you're that lion who just wasn't very athletic out there. You know what I mean? It's you know, everyone gets a trophy lion.
It's
you know
a
what
woke,
I mean? Like,
that's the woke predator.
yeah, a woke predator.
He can't hunt.
It's
yeah, exactly.
awful.
Everyone gets a pony.
Yeah.
You know,
like everyone's like chasing.
get it. I
Everyone's
get it
chasing
now.
down buffalo and deer, like antelope and stuff. It's like, hey Clyde, why don't you just take down this pony?
Take this dead pony. We'll get a trophy. That's your trophy. He can't hunt. Give him a dead pony. He'll be happy with the rest of the lions.
And you know the lions' parents, they didn't want it. Like, they didn't see it.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't see it. The lion, he's lispy. He likes to decorate his den. No, not my son, the lion.
And the mother,
Come on.
the mother lion is sticking up from. Not every lion is just like you. You know? He's more of an artsy lion. He's very good at arts and crafts. Paint something. Go ahead. Paint something. You'll see. He paints a whole landscape. He's gorgeous. Go ahead.
Look, I got him a pony.
I love it.
I got him a pony. Go ahead, rip his neck out. No, don't do that to the pony. Oh, no.
Try not to make a mess. I have company coming over in a little bit.
Oh, he's so talented, our lion.
Come, everybody, watch. He's going to tear up the dead pony. Come, watch.
And
Isn't
the
he
father's
good?
like, out. Sell him to the zoo.
Yeah.
Let them just give him.
I'm going down to the watering hole and eating an antelope. I've had it. I've had it.
The father lion's threatening all his cubs. You keep this up, you're going to the zoo, and you'll eat nothing but dead ponies.
For God's sakes, Clarice, let him be.
By the way, why stop at ponies? What about grandma?
What do you mean?
Grandma died. Go to the Denmark Zoo, have them rip her apart.
They would do that in Denmark. I
What's
can
wrong
see
with
that.
that?
It does save on the environment.
Right.
You know, instead of digging holes and taking up spots in a cemetery, if you can't afford
What
it.
about
How
Greta?
about the homeless?
What
Forget
about
about
Greta?
grandma. Homeless guy.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, if you're this way, you may have felt like you weren't worth something in life.
Now you are.
Now you're worth something.
Not to mention, if it's a homeless guy, now we're getting back to predatory behavior where you just set the homeless guy loose and let them hunt him down. You know?
See, I think there's laws about that.
Yeah, they may frown on
Denmark,
that.
who cares?
You know what? How about death row? You don't get it. You don't get a choice how you die. We're feeding you to the lion.
Didn't you say, however you kill the person, that's how you should die last week?
Yes, but no one's mauling.
I think they tried that in the Colosseum in Rome. I'm just.
You were there for that.
You know what? I'm
You had
glad
tickets,
you
I
brought
think.
that
My first
up.
gig.
You weren't. Oh God, I stumbled on it. What did I say?
Say
You
it.
threw a dildo at the Coliseum in Rome, but it's too late. I'm like trying to shoehorn it. I was like Kennedy trying to hit Nantucket. I didn't make it. I didn't make it.
That's wrong. I'm glad you brought that up about the Lions and the Christians and the Colosseum. No one in Denmark came forward and said, I'm triggered.
Right.
Feed them to the Lions. I'm triggered. There's 1 billion Catholics. There's more than that Christians. One of us could have come forward and go, I'm triggered. Do you know that 2,000 years ago, they used to feed us to the Lions? But put a rope on a garage door in
you remember
NASCAR,
that?
and everyone's triggered.
Whatever happened to that guy? I can't remember
They
his
hung
name.
him.
Well, he
They
still
got-
didn't. He still
It
didn't.
was true, and no one listened.
No one listened.
He still didn't back down though on saying he was wrong because that was just. And they found out every garage door had it.
Yeah.
Just the way.
Yeah.
A loop.
Yeah.
And we can't remember his name. Do you understand?
By the way, it wasn't a noose. It was just a
it's
loop.
the loop. But he didn't back down. I'm going, oh, you know what? I did go a little too far. It's my own paranoia. I'm sorry. No,
No,
it was
they never
it's
do.
because I faced this all. Dude, you're just wrong. What's wrong with saying I was wrong? I made a mistake. You gain so much more credibility if you could admit you made a mistake.
And you don't know anyone who was hung. Let's face it. You don't know anyone who was hung. I don't know anybody who was fed to the Christians.
I was pissing next to him in the men's room. He's on. I peeked.
That was no dildo.
How could you not?
In his
Yeah.
pants.
I'm like that's the second yellow thing I've seen this week. Go to a doctor.
No one was triggered. That's what I love. I'm going to say I love Denmark because they don't have a bunch of pussies who read history books, who are looking for something to be triggered, and then all of a sudden, oh, they're feeding it to the Lions. I'm triggered. No one. Hats off to them.
And all the cheese.
And they invented Lego.
He doesn't even care
They
about
invented
Christians.
No, they don't.
He doesn't care.
They've invented Legos.
Okay.
Did they really?
I say grandma gets fed next.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Or a homeless.
Well, there's stuff wrong with Lego now. Like when I was a kid growing up, Legos were blocks. Now it's like there's 900 specialized pieces in each thing.
Yeah, you
know
need a
what
whole
I mean?
degree to put it, and you got to, and that's an elitist toy, because if you just get a regular Lego, you're made fun of, you're ridiculed.
Yes,
you're practically fed to the lions. But now you go to a Lego store. What is it like a couple $100 just to buy a Lego box?
Yeah.
For a kid.
Right, unless it's in a bad neighborhood, then you just steal it.
There you go.
I'm going to go to another story quickly. Scientists find that blue whales suddenly...
They needed the money.
They blew who?
It's stupid. We talk about
That's
smart
Flipper.
stuff.
Flipper did it.
needed the
That's
money.
why he's doing that. That
never
is the
not-
gayest
it's
sound.
never
The
not funny.
dolphins are all gay.
Oh, please. I don't think dolphins are gay. They try and rape women.
Even the ones from Miami? They're playing football.
They're not a good bet. They're not a good bet.
Scientists find that blue whales have suddenly gone silent, and they don't know why it's happening.
That's terrifying.
That's terrifying. Okay, first of all, how do you know how chatty whales have been 50 years ago? How do you know they went silent?
Oh, they're saying based on how they were 50 years ago?
Do you have
Well,
recordings?
you have to have reference.
Yeah, do you have a recording of whales from
Jacques
50 years
Cousteau
ago?
was doing that stuff all the time.
Jacques Cousteau, let me tell you something. Jacques
Here
Cousteau
we
is not
go.
as brave as people think.
No. Why?
Because every time I watch a Jacques Cousteau stuff, he goes, I'm about to go, I'm surrounded by shark-infested waters, and I have my assistant, Maurice, into the water. I will show you.
Maurice!
Yeah, he's never in the water with the shark. It's always his assistant.
Right, he's smart. That's why he lives so long. Unlike Steve Irwin.
Yeah, I'm telling you. See that special about this like hot young chick that swims with sharks? It's on. You have to see it. It's amazing. She's making people realize sharks
Whatever
aren't
she
monsters.
does is amazing, isn't it?
Oh, and every like shark expert's like, oh, she's just doing it for Instagram likes. No, she literally is swimming.
She's
with
more
sharks.
brave than I am. I wear a shark band when I go into the water.
What's a shark band?
It's a band that repels sharks.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much money?
I bought it on TikTok.
I just had 9 dildo jokes go through my head.
Okay.
Did it come with a dildo? How does it repel sharks?
It's
a big dildo.
Am I here with all my limbs?
Yes, but I'm
You're
here
welcome.
too, and I don't have a shark.
Have you swum with it? Not yet.
Next week I show up, God forbid, with
Hey
one arm.
guys, what's going on?
God forbid.
Listen,
I can watch this. I can admit when I'm wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong.
They've made shark repellent things.
It was on Batman.
For a long, long time.
It was on Batman.
Adam West Batman?
Yeah.
You want to go swimming and not getting eaten by a shark, you bring a fat friend with you.
There you go.
And that's who gets eaten.
Hey, Rosie O'Donnell was busy.
Yeah.
So how do they know they're not chatty? How do they know? Maybe he's laying low.
Because
maybe he's laying low. They're listening again. Shut up. Don't say nothing.
Can you imagine him going, shh.
Maybe
all the windmills that have been killing all the mammals and all the stuff, and now they're going, oh, look, they're listening up. Shut up. Don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Keep your mouth shut.
That's right. Maybe they're Italian, what are they, whales?
Whales.
Maybe they're,
blue.
maybe they're Italian whales from Coney Island that have been pinched so many times by the FBI they don't want to talk anymore.
Hey, you know what? You got blown. Keep your mouth shut about it.
You did what you had to do when you were in the joint. You had to get by.
Imagine going hungry. You're starving. You're going through the garbage can, and you pull out a newspaper that's got like coffee on it, and you look, and it says millions spent on looking at whales if they've been chatty or not, and you can't eat.
I'd kill myself with a dildo.
At Disneyland, right in front of Epcot.
Just to make a statement.
Yeah.
You're studying whales. People are starving.
Hey, Gino, we're going to swim over and get all that tuna. Shh. Don't talk. Don't talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been That's What I'm Talking About with Scott Baker,
You're going to
Gino
try and wind that
Visconti.
down in a minute?
Where could we find you?
Where can't you find me? This weekend, I'll be in, ready for this, Alaska, Wasilla, and Anchorage. And then the first weekend, I'm over at...
I don't want your life story, Gino.
I'm in Villaroma
Scott
the
goes
first
there.
weekend in September
Yes.
doing content weekend with Chrissy Marin stuff.
Okay, Villaroma, Callicoon, New York.
Callicoon.
Scott?
Rocking Horse Ranch tomorrow.
No, and I will be at Villaroma on Thursday. I will be in Wisconsin in August, October. This is August, isn't it?
Aren't we doing Staten Island?
And no, you're not on that show. And we will be throwing dildos on the court of the WNBA. Don't forget, this Saturday at the America First Warehouse, we have live Almost Journey concert. Fantastic. We will see you next Tuesday on That's What I'm Talking About.
Boom.
Corrupt judges, broken...